like to call a meeting of the Public Works Committee, October 24, 2017, a little after 5. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure seeing you. Thank you for being here.
Good evening.
May I have a motion to approve the previous minutes, please? Second. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Carrying business number 1, authorizing the acceptance of grant funding and an agreement with New York State Energy Research and Development Authority regarding Clean Transportation Initiative, $250 grand.
Good evening. Department of General Services requesting your authorization to enter into a contract for $250,000 for a clean energy project that we're going to be doing in continuance what we've already done. It's for 4 fully electric vehicles with charging stations that will be in the Times Union Center. It's 100% state funded with no matching.
Just a quick question. All of the money is going to be spent this fiscal year. We're not going to have to encumber anything for next year's budget.
Well, I think by the time we get the grant, it probably will be going into the next year's budget. We have it outlined to go into our, it'll be going into the 1610 revenue line.
Okay.
Probably for the 2018 budget.
Okay.
And we'll be appropriating, actually out of the, we're appropriating into the 2299 line. Sorry, yes.
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 So moved. No longer questions.
Could I have a second on that? Second. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Number 2, authorizing an agreement with New York State Industry for the Disabled regarding custodial services at the Judicial Center.
Correct. This is a contract, it's a 3-year contract for the cleaning at the Judicial Center. It was done under the procurement policy for New York State preferred sources. And I said they came in at their 15%, lower than their 15% requirement. And this is covered, this is under the 686 program where 53% is covered by state and 47% by county.
Now, they've had a contract with this before?
Yes, this actually is, it was put out for bid years ago. I think 5 years ago it was put out for bid. It's been, but this was put out through NYSED because under the General Services list of preferred vendors, we have to go to them first for those types of services. As long as they come in 15% under, 15 or under percent of the last contract, we have to go with them.
But we haven't had no complaints from them?
No, it's second chance. They've been absolutely wonderful. And they are actually going to be taking over the family court, as you'll see in the next one.
Okay.
Who was the last vendor?
Second Chance. Second Chance does, I think Second Chance does the judicial and, I'm trying to think offhand who's doing the family court right now. It escapes me.
Okay.
It's another. But I could get you that information.
Okay, is there any other questions in regards to it?
No, it was
I
motion
seconded
second.
Second, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Yeah, moved on number 3.
Number 3, move it.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Number 4, authorizing supplemental agreement number 2 with the New York State Department of Transportation regarding the CR 55 Greenville Road over the Walnut Hill Bridge Rehabilitation Project.
Hi, we're requesting the legislature's approval for supplemental agreement number 2, County Route 55 over the Walnut Hill. This is processing the paperwork to receive our 15% Marchicelli funding match. The 15% amounts to approximately $125,000.
So moved. There's no questions.
No questions?
The project itself is all squared away now, finally?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Second? All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Number 5, authorize and supplement the agreement number 1 with New York State Department of Transportation regarding the CR 9 Brandon Hollow Road over Fox Creek in the town of Bern. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are requesting approval for supplemental agreement number 1. It is for a number of things. It's for additional design services, construction inspection, and construction of County Route 9 Bridge. It is for the federal funding and the 15% Marchicelli funding. Total being, total reimbursement of $1,545,000.
Who is the engineer on this?
The engineer is Barton and Lejudas.
What is this figure here? This differs.
And has DOT approved all these additional?
Yes, yes,
So
they
this is
have.
a negotiated agreement with DOT?
Yes. Yeah, there's still more money in the contract, so what we have spent to date does not amount to
it's-
what's been
okay.
agreed upon, so there is more money left. The project is still under construction. It's very close to being finished.
Do you anticipate being able to finish the contract within the existing appropriation?
We do.
Okay, do we have a motion on number 5?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Number 6, authorize an agreement with Champion Maintenance Contractors, Inc. regarding painting services at the Time Union Center.
Yes, we're requesting to go to contract with Champion. They were the lowest responsive bidder on this project for the Times Union painting. This was a separate bond issue that was issued for the Times Union Center, and it was in the capital plan.
So moved.
Can I get a second? All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Number 7, authorizing a project labor agreement for the nursing home project.
Really too soon.
Is this your first time at this one?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Larry.
Hi, how are you doing? It's
Okay,
a
you got
project labor agreement,
You got a bed out there from you yet, or what?
soon,
Oh,
as soon as we improve this PLA. This is a PLA that's traditionally used in these type of projects. And it is what it is. I think most people know what a project labor agreement is. Most of the documents, which is around 80 pages, is boilerplate. And we're seeking approval. Until we receive approval on this PLA, we can't move forward with the RFPs. Because it's part of the RFP process, so it's delaying, if PLA is not approved, then it delays the entire process going down the road.
Okay, Larry, I have a little bit of a concern, a little bit of a problem, in that this area is in the area that I worked in considerably. I designed and I'm more specifically talking about the MWBE part of this.
Okay?
I designed the state's program, implemented it, and directed it for 8 years, and then came back and spent another 6 years as Assistant Commissioner for the State Office of General Services, directing this program. So I'm a little concerned to make sure that we're right. The second part of this is that in terms of the goals that have been set, which I'm not sure, what are they for this project? 5 and 2?
5 and 7.
5 and 7, which we might be fine. The state's goals is 15-15, of course, as you know. It's 15 minority and 15 women.
Correct.
The governor's office is very much concerned about these kinds of goal setting. And I just want to make sure that we're right, that we don't get into trouble with the state over, since it's, what is it, $50 million the state is providing, what is it?
60,
60, that's a big piece.
yes.
And we certainly don't want them returning, this or turning us down because they felt that our goals was not set properly. So what I want to do is I want to table this for next month. I know it sets you back a little bit, but it's only 13 days to the next meeting? Is it? Huh?
For next month?
Well, for our next month's meeting. Whatever the time element is.
Listen, whatever your recommendation is, of course, we want to follow and will follow.
We just want to make sure we're correct, Larry.
What
We
I-
don't want to hold up the project.
And I think that's fair and acceptable to us. What I would like to recommend, if that discussion could be held sometimes before now, and the next full ledge meeting, second Monday of next month, and bring it there, and that gives us over 2 weeks to hopefully put something together that's agreeable to you. Whatever's agreeable to you is agreeable to us. And then hopefully get
I
it
think that's
approved.
agreeable to my committee.
Yeah, and hopefully get it
Unless you
approved
have some
the second Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if what I'm hearing you say is we'll table this for post-public forum, so that'll give us 2 weeks to wind up
2 weeks,
working on it.
yes.
Yeah, 2 weeks to get it, and then,
Huh?
What other committees, are any other committees going to be reviewing this? Is finance going to,
This item is only in this agenda,
no other committees looking at this?
not yet that I'm aware of.
Person- I would think personnel would look at it.
No, personnel shouldn't have anything to do with it. No. But what we want to look at is the PLA agreement. We want to look at the goals that were set for the project. And again, we just want to make sure that we're correct, that's all. That we meet, if they're providing $60 million from the state, we certainly don't want to send a project back and have it returned to us because they think that our goal setting was inadequate. Do any member of the committee have a problem with that?
No, I make the motion for table for.
Motion is made.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you.
all right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. Okay, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Thank you.